Good afternoon, Angela here, and today we are going to teach you how to stir fry lotus root. Okay, so today's recipe is going to be kind of like Asian vegetables with Ayurvedic spices. Let's start off with a couple tablespoons of ghee. And into the ghee, we are going to place 2 red chilies, a little bit of coriander seeds, some cumin seeds, one of my favorite spices, mustard seeds. All of these wonderful spices help prevent the formation of gas in the digestive tract. Okay, we're going to add also just a teeny bit of fresh ginger root. And let me put that temperature up. We're going to wait till those mustard seeds, cumin seeds, and coriander start to pop. And this is called tempering the spices. And you can hear they're starting to pop. And the next ingredient that we're going to add here in a moment is a half of a sliced white onion. And I had already basically cooked the onion for about 5 minutes prior to adding it right now. And you can really hear all of those spices starting to pop. I'm going to add some garlic to this. Now, the lotus root and the carrot, the lotus root I had soaked prior to blanching it in white vinegar. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of white vinegar in a bowl of water. I had placed all of the lotus root. Okay, and then after about 5 minutes or so, I went ahead and I took the carrots and I took the lotus root and I blanched it for a good 5 minutes. Oh God, it smells so wonderful. We're going to prepare a lot of vegetables today. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and add the lotus and the chopped carrots. I am now going to add about a half a teaspoon of turmeric. I'm also going to add asofetida, lovely, lovely blend of spices. These are all Indian spices, Ayurvedic spices. Well, I'm going to give that another half a minute before I start adding the greens. And the greens that I'm going to place in here are called Asian mixed greens and baby bok choy. I'm also going to be adding squash and mushrooms. Actually, the squash is going to go in next. And as you can see here, I've got some mixed Asian chopped greens and then these wonderful, cute little mushrooms. And the baby bok choy right here. And I had sliced the bok choy, the baby bok choy, lengthwise and then crosswise. Make sure you always give all of your vegetables a really good rinse. Many times with the bok choy, there's quite a bit of like sand/dirt. I always have a kettle handy, and I just had boiled some water, so I'm going to add a little bit now. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the chopped greens. These are beautiful. Not going to add the mushrooms quite yet. Okay, so I'm going to layer the other vegetables on top. And this is the baby bok choy. And then on top of the baby bok choy, this is all going to cook down. So it looks like I had a pot that was too small, but no, this is just fine. All of those wonderful spices and ingredients are just going to be incorporated in the next couple of minutes here. Okay, and then I'm going to take these mushrooms and place them on the top. I wanted to add a few more mushrooms. So these are really very cool. Believe it or not, these are called seafood mushrooms, and I'm just going to crumble those on top. It gives it that umami kind of a taste. Okay, so I'm going to place that in there. And then I'm going to add some of my Pitta spice, which is coriander, cumin, fennel. And it does have a little bit of turmeric in there. I'm going to give it just a pinch of this wonderful blend here, which is a little bit hot. It's got about 15 spices in it from India. And I'm not going to add this yet, but this is the wonderful coconut milk. And this coconut milk, it looks like coconut cream, but it's not. This is from this wonderful Asian store, and all it is coconut meat and water. There's no other preservative in it. I can't really find this one very often. This is the only place that I know of that has one that does not have a lot of additives. And of course, they do have some other ones in the same shop with additives. going to add a little bit more water. This can be a soup or it can be a stir fry. And believe it or not, I really like all of the juices and things. So if a person doesn't, then all you do is just use a slotted spoon when you're serving that person so that they don't get any juice. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely wonderful. And of course, the Lotus there is on the bottom. And that's already cooked. That's going to probably be, you know, slightly crunchy, but it's already cooked. And you can see right here the water. Okay, and we're going to place a little bit more in. And I just love this recipe. It's so nice and clean. And I'm going to place the lid on. We're going to leave that alone for 5 minutes. I'm going to time it. And then we're going to come back here and we are going to add the coconut milk and most likely turn it off. Absolutely wonderful. It's all cooking down nicely. I'm going to add a little bit more water. And I am not going to add the coconut milk yet. Okay, because I can tell, oh, the bok choy is on the top, that it's just still, it's baby bok choy, but it's still just a teeny bit crunchier than I prefer it to be. So I'm going to leave that there for now. And now is when I'm going to add my salt. Okay, and as you can see, I added more than half of a teaspoon. Okay. I'm going to give it another minute or two, and then I'm going to add the coconut milk and turn it off. Absolutely fabulous. I mean, look at all these wonderful vegetables in here. Look at this. So step by step we went through and showed you how to temper the spices. We showed you that if you preferred, you could go ahead and cook the onions for a few minutes before adding to the tempered spices. Then you would add the garlic, and then you add all the other vegetables. If the vegetables, like the carrot and the lotus, or another vegetable, needs to be cooked for a longer period of time, you would cook that or parboil it or what have you on the side first. This way the other vegetables don't get overcooked. And of course, those little cute mushrooms really add a nice little bang to this dish. We will come back with the finished product in a bowl so that we can show you how wonderful and beautiful it is. But this kind of dish is absolutely fantastic at any time, but it's super healthy for the gut microbiome, your immune system. All of those vegetables help to feed your microbiome. And we didn't add anything that most people may have an intolerance to. So this type of dish is healthy for just about anyone. And again, you can adjust the amount of fluid based on your desire. Make sure in your bowl, if you get that red chili, that you don't swallow it. It might be too hot for you, but I just want to show you how beautiful this wonderful dish is. And you saw how easy it was to prepare. I think that all of you men out there could do just as good a job as us women making this dish. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.